Hello guys, welcome you back to another tutorial. My name is KAFTAN, so it's good to be here again. I hope you guys are all doing great. Today's tutorial I'm going to show you how to make this easy and detailed off-shoulder maxi gown. Yes, I stress those two words, easy and detailed. Let's not waste time, let's just get to it. So here, this is the fabric I'm going to be using, okay? Now, the full length of this gown I'm working with is 54 inches, okay? And the off shoulder I'm doing with, I'm going to be making use of 5. Now, this depends on you, right? You can do 4, you can do 5, you can do 6. I'm making use of 5 inches off shoulder. If you can see here, I already mapped out a straight line here. Now, this is 2 inches. 2 inches from the starting point, and this 2 inches represents what I'm going to use to create my elastic casing, because I'm going to be using the about 1 inch width of elastic. So that this one is just for the elastic case. So whatever I'm doing now, my measurement is going to start from this line. So from here, all I need to do is to place it at my 5 inches mark. Since I'm doing off shoulder of 5, just place it here and get my full measurement. Now, in order to determine my width, whatever I'm going to work, because it's a maxi gown, there's going to be room for a lot of allowances. So what I'm going to use is the biggest part of the measurement, which is your hips measurement. And the hips measurement I'm working with is 44. Okay, so if I divide it by 4, that gives me 11. So here I have 11 inch. Okay, then I'm going to put 1 inch for sewing allowance. That makes it 12, right? Then the extra allowance, it's could be between 3 to 5, okay, as much as you want. So here I'm going to add in 4. I hope you understand that. Hip measurement divide by 4 plus extra 1 inch the sewing allowance, then extra 4 inch, okay. That's it. So it's a total of 16. So I'm going to be marking 16 inches all the way. That's what I'm going to be working with. So I'll just take note of that. So now that we have gotten the 16 inches all through, we're not going to work on this upper part. Okay, so I'm going to give you 3 methods, okay? You can actually use whichever one works for you. Now, the first one is this. On this starting point line, just divide your bust measurements by 4 and place it here. That's all. Just divide your bust measurement by 4 and place it here. That's all you need. Or the second method is from your startup line, whatever it is, like here is where the full amount of fabric you're using. You can see this 16 inches marking. All you need to do is just to come inwards by 4 inches. You come inwards by 4 inches. You can also use that as well. Or another way is to use the off shoulder, like whenever I'm cutting an off shoulder, I usually use 5.5. You know, like for an average woman, I use 5.5. And how did I arrive at this 5.5? Is your shoulder measurement divide by 2, then you take away 1.5 for 2 inches. For instance, my shoulder measurement is 15. If I divide it by 2, that's 7.5. Then take away 2 inches, that is 5.5. So I usually use 5.5 for my shoulder measurement. But in this case, because we're going to be having an elastic here, I'll multiply it by 2. So that's my 5.5 multiplied by 2, that gives me 11. So I'm going to be marking my 11 inch marking. So these 3 methods I just mentioned, you find out that they're not going to give you exactly the same thing, but it will definitely give you what you want, okay? So just make a choice. So after I've gotten my mark here now, I'll just place here and get my armhole line. And my armhole line, like for an average one, like I usually use, is 9 inches, okay? So, but of course, it's an off shoulder of 5, right? So I'm going to place it at this 5 inches mark and take my 9 inches. So this is going to be my chest line. So here is going to be my chest line, okay? So all I need to do now is to take it from this point and connect it here with a curve to get my armhole. I hope you understand that, okay? Yes. So guys, believe it or not, that's it. We're done. All is left for us now is just to cut all this off, okay? Yeah. So a quick recap. How did I get from here to here? All I did was to put in my off shoulder measurement line. I usually work with a 5.5. I just multiply it by 2 and I got 11. And I said you can also use your bust measurement divide by 4, okay, and place it here. And also you can just come in here at the edge of this line, come inwards by 4 inches. Once you do that, connect it to the points here. That is all. So what is left now is just to cut this off. So here it is, guys. So I want to take note of my waistline because I'm going to be putting in a pocket here. So I'll just place it at this 5 inches mark. Remember, this is our starting off point here, and my waistline is 17 inches. I just want to take note of that so I can notch it. Okay, so indicating that's the waistline because that's where the pocket is going to start from. Also like to notch this point of the fold. Okay, so guys, that is it, guys. So the next thing left now is to cut out the sleeve. Now for the sleeve here, depending on how bogus you want it to be, okay, you can use a width of say from 11 inches to 15 inches thereabout, okay, depending on how much of the puffiness you want. But here I have here about 14 inches. Okay, I have here about 14 inches. And the length of this tip, I want it to be above the elbow, say about around 11 inches is fine. Okay, but for this sleeve, you notice that the 2 inches elastic casing we left here for this upper part, we're also going to apply the same thing here as well. So I'm going to take in that 2 inches mark for the elastic casing as well. Okay, then I'm going to now from here, the length of the sleeve is 11 inches. Okay, now 11 inches, I'm going to be adding and say about 3 inches for, because of the, you know, we are going to be putting elastic on the lower side of the sleeve. So whenever you're putting elastic, because you're going to be dragging it up, okay, so you need that extra allowance to be able to pull it up, because that's what is going to create that puffiness. Okay, so I'm going to be adding say about 2 to 3 inches extra to each. So 11 plus 3 inches, that gives me 14. Okay, then I'll add extra 1.5 inch for elastic casing, because I'm going to be using, let's say, the tiny half-inch elastic. So I'm going to use, so at least 1.5 is okay to really give me the room I want. So that's it. So 11 inches for the length, extra 3 inches because of the elastic pull up, and also 1.5 inches for the elastic casing. So that's it. So all I need to do is to, I'm cutting both the two sleeves together. Cutting for the 2 sleeves together, and so all I need to, just like we did for the other parts. Remember, I also said one of the methods is to go inwards by 4 inches. So you can actually apply the same thing here. Just go inwards by 4 inches here, okay? And at this point, remember it's still the 5 inches off shoulder. Place it here and get the armhole line of 9 inches. Are you seeing it? So all you need to do is just to do like this. You can see this. Or better still, just take your the curve you've created for your armhole, just place it on your sleeve. Just place it like this and trace it out. It's also an easy way to do that. Just trace it out like this, and that's it. You can now cut this off this way. So that's it for the off shoulder sleeve. So I also have here for the pockets. I said I'm going to add in pocket to it. So what I have here is I have here 7 inches here by I have about 8 inches here as well. So all I need to do is just to create the shape of the pocket. Just place your hand like this, and you know, doing this is just to give you room to know, give you room to create that. So that's it. All I need to do is just convert this to a cuff like this and cut her. But be sure that from here to here, at least you have between 7 to 8 inches. It's fine. So I'll just cut this off. So I'm cutting for the 2 pockets at the same time. So I have here my pocket ready. So that's it, guys. Another thing I have here is a very long strip of about 40 inches each. So all I need to do, I'm just going to join it to both sides, and this is 2 inches in width. You can do how wide you want it to be. I'm using this for a belt, okay, which is optional. Okay, you can put a belt or you can't. So I'm just going to join this, and I will now have a very long strip. Then I'll fold it, say just so half an inch, and turn it out. That's it, to give me my belt. Okay, so that's it, guys. We're done. The only thing left now is to join this piece together. Okay, so opening up this, so you can see how this looks. What I'm going to do now is to fix in my sleeve. So I'll just take one sleeve, depends on what works for you. You know how better to fix this. But this is what I do. I'll place it in such a way that the right sides are facing each other. I'll place, this is the end. You can see the curve shape. So I'm just going to match it up to the top, and sew, okay, like this. Join it to the armhole. Then do this for the other side as well. So you can see, when you're done, you see that you have it like this. You can see this. You're going to do the same thing to the other side. Then when that is done, my pocket, this is my pocket, so I'll just take one of my pockets. The same thing, remember we gave a notch at the waistline. So from that notch, I'm going to place this pocket, this straight part, not the cuff part, right? So I'm going to place it starting from the notch line, right side facing each other. I'm going to sew it all the way like this. Then on the other side too, take one piece, right side facing each other. Make sure you are starting at the notch line and sew half an inch downward. So you see, it's going to look like this. So when you're done, you have something like this. Can you see this? You have something like this. So what you are not going to do after that is to just sew your 1 inch allowance, sew it from the tip of your sleeve. But before that, you must have created, remember you're also going to put elastic at this lower part of the sleeve. So you can also create, you can do that, you can sew then later create, whichever works for you. I also create my elastic casing with my 1.5 inch mark here. I'll create my elastic casing here, okay. Then I usually like to even leave a space. Once you create elastic casing, leave a space and start sewing. Afterwards you can put in your elastic, but like I said, whatever works for you, don't be confused. So creating my elastic casing here, so I'm going to take in 1 inch all the way from here to the armhole line, getting to this pocket side, I will also take it all the way. Okay, you can, when you come to this pocket, you can do half inch. You don't have to do 1 inch. You do half inch, take it round like this. You can see like this. Then when you come out here, you can continue with the 1 inch and go all the way straight down. I hope you understand that. Then this, what you did here is what you're going to do for the other side. Okay, and when you're done, you can also hem the lower part of the dress with the, depending on the allowance you left, just hem the lower part of the dress. That's it, guys. So when you're done, all will be left is for us to, now create the elastic casing at the upper. So let me just go finish this up and show you how it is. So guys, I'm done joining the sides. Okay, I've joined the sides, I've fixed the pockets as well, and the sleeves as well. So on the lower part of the sleeve, I've created the elastic casing. It's where the elastic is going to pass through. And so here on this shoulder part is quite large. Okay, so we have our shoulder, ready now to create the casing. So all I'm going to do now is to fold. Remember the 2 inch we left. So this is where we're going to make use of it. You use the 2 inches now to create a casing. Okay, so you just fold along that 2 inch line like this, and fold in half inch. Okay, so this is what you're going to do all through. So you take it round. Yeah, so that's how we're going to create the casing. So, and this is the elastic I'm going to be using for the off shoulder part. So in other way to know the amount of elastic we're going to use, the off shoulder, like the round shoulder I'm working with is 44. So all I need to do is just take away like 5 inches away from that. So that's about 39. Yes, so I have 39. Or another way you can do it, if you're making it for yourself, just take the elastic around your shoulder like so. Just take it around your shoulder. Once you get a fitting, make sure it's not so loose and not so tight. Once you get a fitting, then that is what you can use. But better still, just take away like 5 inch, away from your round shoulder measurement. Then for the lower part as well, I'm using this. Okay, and the round sleeve measurement is 14. Okay, so I took away 3 inch from that. So what I have here is 11. Okay, so what I have here is 11 that I'm going to be using to fix it. So I didn't take the exact length of the round sleeve measurement. Okay, so that's it, guys. So I'm just going to create the casing now for this upper part, and so I could pass the elastic through. And here, guys, this outfit is almost ready. So the lower part of the sleeve, I've fixed the elastic. Okay, and I've also finished the sides and hemmed the lower part of this dress. And you can see the pocket as well has been fixed. And here the belt, I've done that. So the last thing now is the upper part. Looking at this, the casing has been created as well. But I left in about 2 inches, okay, where I'll be passing this elastic through. So all I need to do is to take my safety pin to the measured elastic piece and start passing it through this space here. So I'm just doing this carefully till I go through round. So as you fix, you drag and adjust it. So I'm almost done. So here it is. The elastic is out. So what I'll do is I'll just match the two together. I'll go hem it with half an inch. When I'm done, I'll also slip it to one side and also hem it so that it will be flattened. Okay, so after that, I'll just adjust it properly and close up the opening where we'll pass the elastic through. So I'll just go finish that up and put this on the mannequin so you will see the finished look of this dress. And here you have it, guys. This gown is ready. This is so beautiful. Like, I really love this. You can decide to wear it without the belt or with the belt, your choice. This is lovely. So guys, I hope you enjoyed today's tutorial. Please do not forget to share my videos, give me a thumbs up, and subscribe to my channel. Till I see you on the next one. Bye.